A young man wakes up at noon. The curtains remain closed. Dust hangs motionless in the air. His room is illuminated only by a monitor. Outside, millions of people are already moving, working, studying, meeting friends, living their lives. He remains where he is. Tomorrow will be similar, and next week, and next month, perhaps even next year. The door is unlocked. Nobody is forcing him to stay, yet he rarely leaves. This is Hikikomori, one of the strangest and most unsettling forms of modern withdrawal. Welcome to the strange route. Behind every locked bedroom door, every quiet disappearance, and every person who retreats from the world without physically leaving it lies a deeper story about fear, identity, and the hidden cost of modern life. Today, we uncover the strange root of Hikikomori. The word Hikikomori roughly means pulling inward. The phenomenon was first identified in Japan during the 1980s. It describes people who withdraw from society for 6 months or longer, sometimes much longer. Some stop attending school, some stop working, some rarely leave their homes, others barely leave a single room. Months pass, years pass, life continues outside, but for them, time seems to stall. Researchers estimate that hundreds of thousands, and possibly more than 1 million people, have experienced some form of Hikikomori in Japan. Similar patterns are now appearing across South Korea, China, Europe, and North America. The phenomenon is spreading, which suggests it may reveal something deeper than culture alone. To outsiders, the room appears suffocating, small, dark, repetitive. Yet for many Hikikomori, it begins as a refuge. Outside the room is uncertainty, expectations, competition, social obligations. Inside the room, those pressures become distant, muted. The walls create a barrier between the individual and the demands of the outside world. For a while, the room feels safe. The problem is that safety can become addictive. Every day spent inside makes the outside feel slightly larger, slightly louder, slightly harder to face. The refuge slowly becomes a cage. Throughout most of human history, people worried about being excluded from society. Modern life has introduced a different anxiety, being constantly evaluated by it. Grades, performance reviews, social media, job applications, public metrics, invisible rankings. Modern society measures people relentlessly. Success becomes visible. Failure becomes visible. Comparison becomes unavoidable. Many people adapt, some do not. For a small but growing number, withdrawal becomes easier than participation. Not because they hate society, because they feel exhausted by being observed by it. Historically, disappearing from society was difficult. Isolation meant losing access to information, entertainment, and connection. The internet changed that. Food arrives at the door. Communities exist online. Entire worlds fit inside a screen. A person can spend years physically isolated while remaining digitally connected. Technology has made a strange compromise possible. People can retreat from society without fully leaving it. The body withdraws, the mind remains plugged in. At first glance, Hikikomori appears to be a story about loneliness. Look closer. It is really a story about visibility. Humans evolved to seek connection, which makes Hikikomori deeply paradoxical. The people withdrawing from society are not necessarily escaping other people. They are escaping evaluation. The feeling of being measured, compared, judged, found lacking. For most of history, social belonging offered protection. Today, belonging increasingly comes attached to performance. the classroom, the workplace, the algorithm, the endless comparison machine of modern life. For some, participation begins to feel less like acceptance and more like examination. The bedroom becomes one of the few places where the testing stops. No audience, no ranking, no score, no need to perform. For a while, that feels like freedom. But Hikikomori reveals a difficult truth. Escaping judgment is not the same as escaping life. The room protects people from failure, yet it also protects them from growth, from friendship, from risk, from love, from the possibility that tomorrow might be different. The sanctuary slowly becomes a cage, and the longer someone remains inside, the more frightening the outside world becomes. This is where the tragedy lies. Society may help create the conditions for withdrawal, but withdrawal eventually begins to sustain itself. The walls that once protected a person gradually start imprisoning them, and that may be one of the strangest contradictions of modern life. Never before have humans been so connected. Never before have so many had the ability to communicate instantly across continents. Yet increasing numbers of people are quietly disappearing behind closed doors, not because they want less human contact, but because they fear what human contact now demands. The real strange root of Hikikomori is not laziness, not technology, not even loneliness. It is the growing fear that modern life has become a permanent evaluation, a test with no finish line. And when being seen begins to feel unbearable, hiding can start to feel like freedom. The tragedy is that freedom bought through isolation often becomes another form of captivity. If this exploration into isolation, visibility, and the hidden pressures of modern life made you reflect on the world around you, subscribe to The Strange Root and join us as we continue uncovering the hidden forces shaping human behavior. Until next time, take care and stay curious.